Hi, my name is Edward Tran. I'm the fashion and beauty photographer based in Sydney, Australia. Today we're in a studio in the heart of Sydney to shoot a fashion and beauty story. I'll be using QT600, P2400 power pack, and a different light modifiers. Let's get started.
The goal today is to create a series of classic black and white images with different light shapers such as Beauty Dish, followed by a quick release Parabolic Softbox and White Umbrella. I have with me 3 strobes of Godox QT600 Mark III. To start with a portrait setup, I'll be using one strobe as the main light, positioned front and center with a Pro White Beauty Dish attached to a mega boom. By using the boom, it helps me control the angles of the light with precision and move around easily without obstruction underneath. It's a good idea to test out whether a diffusion is needed. Here I use it to soften the light. And for the second light with a bare bulb, I use it to lighten the background to give a bit more separation for the subject. To further shape the light, I placed a black polyboard to each side to create more definition and contrast, while a white polyboard is placed in front of the model to bounce back the light slightly. It's important to show the model some directions, but give room for her to pose naturally. Furthermore, I decide to remove a black polyboard to create more lighting variations by just changing the angles. I like to communicate with the model before and during the shoot to guide her to the right direction. I move from side to side while keeping the model face to the camera. As a result, I can create various lighting scenarios from the classic beauty light to more dramatic lights. Moving on to the second lighting setup, I use the quick release Parabolic Softbox QRP120 with a power pack P2400 and a strobe head H2400P for more power and a faster recycling time. My goal is to capture not only candid or in-between shots, but also staged shots with the model wearing the jacket and playing with it. The light is used with the inner diffusion layer just to give enough contrast look with the grid to further control the light spread to the background. I found it super easy to set up the softbox. Now I place the light 45-degree high up to the model's left side. While shooting, I often give the model verbal and visual cues on posing. In addition to move side to side like the first setup, I use lower and higher angle by using the ladder to create more dynamic looks. From time to time, I also tell her to interact with the clothes for more interesting shots. I find it very helpful that way to guide the model through the shoot to create something memorable. For the last setup, I use 3 lights. First is the H2400P flash head attached to the power pack P2400 as an overhead light with the boom. I like how lightweight the flash head is, especially when using it with a large umbrella and a diffusion sock. Here I use UB130 white umbrella. Overall, the overhead strobe gives lights to the hair and creates a more vintage, ethereal look. Then, by adding 2 lights to the sides with polyboard shaping like open books, I create more symmetrical, soft light bouncing back to the model. As a result, the 3 lights are working together to form a very soft and airy light. It's classical and timeless. Moreover, I work with the hair and makeup artist and suggest 2 different looks, hair tied up and untied, as hair can play an impact on the images. Overall, it's about teamwork and your direction as a photographer.
There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. This is Edward Tran, and I see you in the next episode.